What's going on, you all? This is Brother D here, coming back at you with another edition of the Brother D Show podcast. And on tonight's show, we will be talking from the subject, keep your momentum. Keep your momentum. So you made it to the end of March and we're getting ready to go into April. You have made it past pretty much the first quarter of 2023. You've had some wins, you've had some victories, and now it seems like you are really beginning to make some traction and movement. And I wanted to let you know that you must keep your momentum going. You cannot allow yourself to stay stuck. You cannot allow yourself to get to a certain place in your life where things are beginning to move or starting to move, and then you lose your momentum. Because some of us might not have had momentum for a long time. And you might say, D, what do you mean? Some of us might be in a place where we feel as though certain things were not moving fast enough in our life, or like how we wanted those things to move. But now some of us are starting to experience some momentum, some movement in the very area where it seemed like nothing would shift or break. I just want to let you know tonight that you must keep that momentum going. Keep your momentum going. Do not give up on that new project. Do not give up on that new assignment. Don't give up as it relates to doing whatever it is you set your heart to do. You have to keep that momentum going, because you and you alone truly know in full detail what you've gone through, what you've suffered through to finally get to this point of momentum. Stay on that track. Why? Because now something has broken. Now something is finally coming together. The pieces of the puzzle are finally meeting each other. And you must keep the momentum going. Don't let anybody slow you down. Don't let anybody don't allow anybody to put you in a place where they can say, I stopped her or I stopped him. Keep what you've gone through, what you've experienced in the past, all of the setbacks and all of the delays to your dream, to your vision. Keep that as motivation. Think back on not everything, but what you've had to go through and what you've suffered through, and use that as motivation to say, you know what? I will never go through a rough season like that again in my life. I have to stay focused. I have to keep my momentum. Why? Because there's somebody depending on me to win. There's somebody depending on me to cross the finish line. There's somebody depending upon me to run the business and to be successful doing it. There's somebody dependent upon me to move forward. There's somebody dependent upon me. And you cannot allow yourself to be in a place where you slow down or you stop. Because there are others that are watching you. There are others that are rooting for you. You have people who are fighting. You have people who actually want to see you win. And they want to see you make it. They want to see you actually succeed. They want to see you do what your family thought you would never be able to do. What they claim to be impossible, what they claim to be impossible for you to accomplish. People are waiting on you to go and to get it done. And you're not doing it to prove the haters or the doubters wrong. But you're doing it to make sure that your life from this day forward is much better than what it is right now. You're doing it to make sure that you are in a place where you can say, my family doesn't have to suffer anymore. And can I ask you this question? Could you be one decision away from changing your whole entire life? Could your whole family's success be dependent upon the move you decide to make. And you have to make up in your mind that you are going to go through whatever door you got to go through. You're going to get the education and the knowledge that you need to get in order for you to be successful, in order for you to be in a place where you are stable in your mind, stable in your finances, stable in your relationships, stable. And let this year be about you. I'm going to keep reminding you all of that. Let this year be about you. You know what you got to do, what has to be done in order for some of your family and for some of your friends to continue to live, to continue to thrive, to continue to do what it is they got to do. Why do I say that? Because there's so many people right now who are tired. There's so many people right now who are burnt out. People who are burnt out, people who are in a space where they're saying, I can't take any more of what I'm going through. And there are people who have exhausted their resources and their time, and they're saying, I cannot do much of anything else. I need some help. I need a way out. And you could be that way out. So I want to encourage you on this morning, this afternoon, this evening, that you have to stand. You have to keep your momentum in order to save those who need to be saved, in order to keep those who need to be kept. You could be the one, the real estate investor that could bring forth the generational wealth in your family where there was poverty, where there was lack. You could be the one to bring the change. You could be the one who is the first one in your family to become a real estate agent, to graduate college, to open up a nonprofit. It could be you. It could be you to have the successful marriage this year. It could be you that could very well get engaged and get married to somebody who is well established. It could be you. Why not you? Why not you? You were not put on this planet to suffer. You were not put on this planet to just go through situation after situation after situation that's pretty much unfair. You don't have to keep going through endless amounts of turmoil and stress and heartache when you don't have to. That one decision could be the very thing that could shift your whole entire life. But are you ready? Are you prepared to go through the doors that God has for you as you continue to go through 2023? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Do you want it bad enough? Are you ready to experience the better that life has to offer? And these are questions that you have to ask yourself. And you have to tell yourself that you deserve better. And this is some of the ways that you keep your momentum going. I'm going to give you these steps. You have to tell yourself that I deserve better. I deserve better. That's number one. Number two, you have to stay focused. You have to focus on why you want better. What is the why? What is the why? Do you want to live in a better neighborhood? What is your why? You have to determine that. And number three, you increase your momentum. You keep that momentum going by saying it's not only about me. Being selfless. That's number three. You have to be selfless. And you have to realize that you are the one that's going to change the whole narrative. That when generations after you show up on the scene, they'll say, it was Uncle so-and-so, it was Aunt so-and-so, it was cousin so-and-so that changed the whole narrative, that changed the whole story for our family. So keep that in mind and know for a fact that you can break the generational curse and you can release some generational blessings. This is Brother D, you all, and I hope that this show has inspired and motivated you. Please feel free to share the show to those who are in your circle. Have a good one.